I'm back! So yeah, our boy, as you can see, has come back from his extravagant vacation with messed with all the biddies in the different countries. But he has graced his presence once again to come back. And he has a topic for us. So let's get right into it.
So I guess the topic is, I guess, do men do enough? You know what I mean? Do we do enough in the dating scene? So story time, real quick. Met this woman. We used to start texting, we just meet up, start texting, we'll do it. So a couple days go by, don't hear nothing from her. I sent a text message out, I sent a third, no response. So I had planned like a little date or something just for the weekend, but I didn't hear no response from him. So I was just like, on the day, I was just like, no date, that's cool. This had a third. And then like conversation occurred where we got into the issue of showing enough effort. So then I guess my question to y'all is, what is the ideal way to show enough effort? Because to a certain degree, we got into a conversation of, why didn't you call? But then, to me, I was saying, how would I know when to be able to call if I'm not getting a text back? You know what I mean? It might just be the same scenario. And then, she had also brought up that she deleted the thread of the text message. So then in that regard too, I was just like, oh, okay. So if you delete the thread and then you expect me to call, like, how would you, even take that? You know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to even show that the effort is coming off as effort and not like, this is a weird guy, keep on hitting me up and I'm not responding by showing, you know what I mean? So that's kind of conversation we got into. So I guess I was just asking, I was asking Primo what we could really like, what is effort? Like, what is the ideal way to like get effort get into the calling or texting? Because, I don't mind calling. I don't mind calling, talking on the phone, none of that. But it's just like, we had like one conversation on text and then it just kind of like no responding. And it's just like, how am I supposed to know to call in that scenario? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So her ideal way of effort was saying that, just to keep on hitting her up, even if she doesn't respond. And I was like, I said, that's not fair because at that point I would see myself as, being weird or just keep on, just hitting up your phone, like almost like a fan to a certain degree, it's just like, I don't want to be considered that. And then it's just like, when I stop texting or when I have the impression to stop texting, then it's just like, oh, now it's not showing effort, now it's something bad. You know what I mean? So I was just confused in that. So that's why I had brought it up, like I said, I brought up the Primo. I was like, bro, what's going on? Because it's just like, how can I show effort when you're not responding and then you expect me to go above and beyond in calling, but how am I supposed to know that if you're not even responding to the text? Like that, how am I supposed to just know to call? Because, to a certain degree, if I don't know somebody and they just randomly call me, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, like maybe if I really want to answer the call, I'm gonna answer the call, but like I said, I'm trying to get to know you. So if you don't know me, I'm not gonna really have the initiative just to answer the call. You know what I mean? Like unless it's planned or something, not just out the womb. I could be doing something. I could be busy. I have a job and shit. So it's just like, I don't know. I guess that's why I'm trying to figure out like is that like me not showing enough effort? Maybe I should just called her and just assumed, or is that maybe not getting enough leeway and being like, well, maybe I could have responded a little bit more.
Mike is the one in the relationship. And I feel like since he's the one in the relationship, he has the best opportunity, or at least has an expert in our field, in this particular field, because he's been in a relationship. And me personally, I can say I have never been in a relationship before. Some voluntarily, some involuntarily. It actually does come to the fact that when they was talking about effort that you was talking about, me personally, I'm not the type of person to blow up your phone. I will text you here and there. I'll call you. I'm a call person because I feel like, and hour or two of texting could be stemmed down to like a 30-minute call. So for me, calling is more intimate because it's almost like I'm there with you. I personally, in terms of your situation, I personally think that, or if I'm just referencing your situation, just coming up with my conclusion, I do believe that guys have to make an effort. Like they have to do at least 60-40, 60-40, 70-30 to make it work. But that's just an initial process. After the initial process, the girl has to keep up somehow.
Right. No, and I get that, but I'm saying like, let's say like you say you're a call person, right? So let's say you meet somebody, right? And you get her number when you went, like you just hit her up, like you're not even like texting her, you just quick hit her up. Like that's why I'm asking. Like I just because I'm busy, so I can't just call like in the middle of the day all the time or call. You know what I mean? Like I just gotta schedule the call. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to just call you randomly and you could be with your parents or you could be out there doing something important.
Personally, I will send a message saying like, "Hey, hope you're having a good day. I'll call you later on tonight." And if I don't respond back, I'm just assuming I get the okay to call. Now, I won't call you. I'll probably call you like at 8 to 9 o'clock because by that time my day has probably slowed down and I'm getting into the mind frame of going to sleep. But in the mind frame of going to sleep, I'm going to call you because I still want to maintain that connection to you. But that's just me. But I will let you know I'm calling you tonight to give you a time frame whether or not you can say, hey, today is not a good day, maybe another time, or they say, oh, that's cool. You can call me. But sometimes people just take a blank message as it's okay to call me. That's what a lot of girls told me. If I don't respond, that means it's okay to call you. So that's what I do.
So because of the chase, I'm not that patient, honestly. So if I ever get into a situation, not if I ever, I've been in situations where, whether, I'm talking to a girl for the first time and, I'm trying to rap with her and it's getting like, it's becoming a chore to talk to her. As soon as it becomes a chore in any sort of way, like if I have to like try to make you talk to me, I'm just going to stop talking to you completely. Sometimes that takes, for me personally, I like doing that because usually, and I don't care if it doesn't happen all the time, but usually it catches the girl off guard and lets you know, like, I'm not really here with the time wasting thing. If I'm like trying to text you and you were interested at first, which is why I'm texting. I'm not going to text a girl unless I feel like she was interested. That's a waste of time. But like you were interested at first and then you start to act like you're not interested, I'm probably not going to waste time. I'm going to try. I would say I'm actually going to try. I'm going to put forth the effort because, as a man, you got to put forth the effort. I'm going to try at least 2 to 3 strong times. A strong effort is like, say like I text a girl, right? And I'm talking and she don't reply, right? I'm not going to double text, but I'll wait maybe like say 4 or 5 days or something. And I'll call her, see what she's on. That text was effort 1. The call was effort 2. So 2 or 3 times. If I don't hear nothing after that, I'm just gonna stop. Like that's pointless. What you want me to do? Double text you, double call you? Like I'm just gonna leave it at that. 2 or 3 times.
You don't consider like kind of like when the conversation is about to end, a double text?
When the conversation is about to end, like then I understand. But I'm talking in a situation where I'm initiating a new conversation.
Okay.
So like I'm like texting what's up, like not like an actual intentional conversation. She doesn't reply, the conversation's over. Then I call and she doesn't pick up. Not like that. Like I'm initiating the conversation and they're just not receptive at all. Like when that shit happens, and it's just like, okay, I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're here for, honestly. But yeah, it's kind of like that. I just don't like having my time wasted only because there's so much people out there. There's so much people out there on the girl side and on my side. I don't care what the girl does. It's not my business. The girl shouldn't care what I do. It's not her business. I'm not going to waste time trying to chase. Like, as a man, you got to chase to a certain extent, but I'm not going to make that the whole thing. Because for me, I know myself, and the reason I don't do this, if I chase vigorously and end up like getting you, I'm not going to like you. once I get you. The whole pizzazz shit is over. I'm gonna be like, oh, I got you. I worked hard for this. That's what I'm gonna think in my head. Because nothing will reach the expectation of what I kept building up in my head while I was trying to chase you. Because I have to do that in my head to continue to chase you, or else I won't do it. So I have to build you up in my head, and then it's always going to be a disappointment because I have to build you up so high because you made me chase for so long. This is when I was younger. So once I build expectation up in my head and I finally get it, and I'm like, you're mid as hell. You're mid like everyone else. And that's now I want nothing to do with you. And that's what it's going to be. So like, that's why now, whenever I run into that situation, now I'm a little older, I just don't waste any time. I pretty much don't know what I'm trying to do. I always make my intentions clear. I give effort. I do everything that I need to do, that I have to do. You know, just keep the conversation going. Make sure it's a good time. Make sure she's comfortable, all that stuff. And if she's not receptive, oh well, I'm out.
Fuck you, I'm out.
To all the young kids around the world, if you're watching this from wherever you're watching this from, I implore you, man. I implore you. Just focus on yourself. The women will come. Tips from Uncle Primo.
Actually, I'll leave with this because I realized one of my favorite YouTuber put it like this.
Be a lion. You will never get money chasing these women, but you will always get women while chasing this money.
If you want to listen more about video games or some fuck shit, click right here.
We got everything you need right here, you feel me? We got anime, we got basketball, we got... Did we stock up on the wall stuff? Hey, listen, we got it all. You feel me? Click right under this jacket. We gonna get you what you need. Ha ha!